Hello there guys, James here. Today I'll be sharing my usage experience of One OS for the Poco F1. The One OS version is 21.10.3 and I am using this ROM with Genos kernel. The reason why I switched to Genos kernel I will review later on in this video. For now, let's get started. Now don't mind the fact that the home screen is looking a bit messy guys. I will talk about it later on in this video. So in this video I'll be talking about the visuals and customization, the performance and gaming performance, battery life, bugs and issues and my personal thoughts. Before starting, let me get some miscellaneous things out of the way. Yes, this ROM does pass safety net with and without root. Another thing that I have to talk about is that this ROM you have some more setting up to do. When you install this ROM, it is not very pleasant to use from the get-go. You do have to set up some things like change the grid size of the launcher, change the icon size to a bit bigger one, and manually enable the assistant swipe from the gesture settings. So yeah, you do have some setup to do in this ROM. Another thing that I want to tell you guys upfront is that this ROM is running on Android 10, not Android 11. So yeah, if you're not into that, you can stop watching right now. But I suggest you guys to watch throughout this video. A ROM is not just based on this, and also this you can notice the old security level. That is also a point of concern. But yeah, do watch the full video guys, making a solid conclusion about this ROM. Let's start off with the visuals first. When setting up this ROM, you do have the option of choosing the Poco theme. It really gives an OEM vibe to this ROM. You can see the classic Poco icons. But it is not the normal OEM vibe. It is a plus version of that because it is running system launcher, not the Poco launcher. So yes, animations are working and things are smooth in this ROM. We can finally breathe now. Another thing is that they have carried over the new volume UI, which is very nice. But in addition to that, the One OS team, they have added I don't know if this is a One OS thing or a new MIUI thing, but the power menu, look at it. This is a very nice version. This was one of the principles of Android 12, bringing the menus closer to the buttons. The power button is right here, and after clicking the power button, I can use this with one hand. I can do whatever I want with this. And yeah, this is a really neat touch, nice power menu, and I really like it. Big thumbs up. And in the visuals, I have to say that the reading mode bug does exist, and turning off the reading mode makes it only more yellow. Turning it off looks like it is turned off, but yeah, the reading mode bug does exist in this ROM. Another thing is that the weather widget is showing no data here, but that can always be fixed because you have the One OS space here where you can install a bunch of Google apps, and you can also install a lot of MI apps. If you install the MI weather, you can update that weather widget with weather data. So yeah, that is fixable. Coming to the customization, there is not much to talk about here. One negative thing that I found in the customization section, you do not have custom icon pack support from the Play Store. If I select the icon style, it takes me to the MI store where I have to take icons from there. I do not have the option to apply icons from the Play Store. No, that option did not come in the updated version of this launcher as well. There is no icon pack support. Plus, I lost the functionality of Google Discover. In the updated version, only the MI shelf was there, the app vault, which I am not really a fan of. It's not really useful for my use case. Coming to the performance of this ROM, the overall performance, the general performance of this ROM is really good with no bugs or issues or no random app crashes. This is a very stable ROM to use. I have not noticed any lags or such. When installing this ROM, initially I did notice some lags with the launcher, but that got fixed as the ROM settled. Talking about gaming performance, this is the reason I had to change to Genos kernel in this ROM. The gaming performance was very similar to the stock MIUI 12.0.3 version of this ROM. For 5 minutes you could play BGMI or PUBG or whatever. After 5 minutes, when the phone starts heating even the slightest bit, the performance drops drastically. The touch response gets insanely bad. If you swipe left and right, you can still see the screens going towards the left. That is how bad it was. So I had to change to Genos kernel immediately. It is almost very good now, but the word almost implies here because I'm not sure if this is BGMI's fault. Recently, in whichever ROM I tried, BGMI was not really up to that mark. I'm not sure whether it's because BGMI is getting all these updates and collabs, and I don't know whether it's the game getting bigger that is causing problems. So yeah, I can't really confirm, but the gaming performance is really good. With Genos profiles, you also have the option of using gaming performance for gaming profile for even more unlocked thermals. Currently I'm running battery profile to know what's the best screen time I can extract from this ROM. But yeah, the gaming performance in the gaming profile is very good. But if you are using that, please also give adequate cooling for the phone so that the battery also lasts a long while. Please do not degrade the battery just for the sake of gaming. And the gaming performance also can get a little bit annoying because of the reading mode bug. I'm really annoyed by that. And another thing that I have to say is that it comes with the OEM game mode, the old one that comes with MIUI 12.0.3, not the one that came in the Wolfgang version ports of MIUI. This is not the latest, but come on, guys. We have to say that still, even though this is not the latest game mode, still this has a lot more features and it looks a lot more polished than some AOSP based ROMs. You have the app windows here, you can place it in a corner, and yeah, the fact that we have this level of features in a game mode is very good. Appreciate that. Let's talk about battery life now. The battery life while using the phone casually is very good. That is one thing we have to consider in this ROM. The battery life is very good if you use the phone casually. If you include gaming with the mix, the battery life goes down very bad. Not very bad, but it takes a steep dive. As long as you're gaming, it takes a steep dive and you can really know exactly where you gamed. Now let's come to the bugs and issues. The one that annoyed me the most and the one bug that exists in this ROM is the reading mode. Apart from that, I could not find anything that annoying as a bug. Now let me share my thoughts on this ROM. I really enjoyed using this ROM because it gave me the OEM MIUI 12.0.3 vibes. It gives me an OEM vibe. The Poco theme is also a really nice addition. I really like the new power menu that they have included here. So yeah, this really feels like an OEM plus ROM. And with Genos kernel, you can extract every bit of performance out of this ROM also. The charging is also very fast. So yes, the overall experience of using this ROM is very good. But the shortcomings are also there that this is running an older version of Android. Me personally, I do not like to go to an older version of an operating system. And the security patch is also a very old one. So those are things to consider when using this ROM. Not the biggest fan of those, but yeah, this really feels like an OEM plus ROM. If you have any questions or queries, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, guys. I really have an important thing to share with you guys. I will see you in that video. See you guys in the next one.